as the Clippers coming in from out of town for this one. An interconference game today. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Mbah a Moute in a small forward.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Redick inside the line. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Jordan. Right side, Griffin. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Mbah a Moute with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Not a fast start for the Bucks.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there. How about that, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Redick for three, and he gets it to go. Redick's got 8 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
A different look for the Clippers. Green comes in for Mbah a Moute. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. Antetokounmpo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And the offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on them in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
And the Clippers making a change here. Pierce has checked in. And it's Green missing. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing?
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
And Middleton kicks to Parker. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rivers comes in for Paul.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
.111 left to play in the first. Carter Williams against Rivers. The kick out to Antetokounmpo.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
No good off the back of the rim. Crawford outside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Antetokounmpo. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Whoa, whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace. Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both shots good from the stripe. Green. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Clippers, and we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down. A perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Paul for 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked. Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Fast break, here we go. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, that is just pretty right there. What a find for his teammate at the rim.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Redick with the 3. Second chance shot. And Griffin with the layup. Griffin's got 4 this quarter.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And he gets it to go. And it's a 9-point Clipper lead.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Parker passes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And the Clippers not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
For the Clippers, you think of Lob City, and it's all dunks. But the reality is, Clark, as Greg was just talking about, that just isn't the case.
It really isn't. I mean, they also led the league in pull-up shots attempted by a wide margin, about 24 pull-up J's a game.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Timeout called the Bucks. Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And, Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
The Bucks making a change here. Parker's checked in. Bucks trailed by 10.
Yeah, the Bucks ended, guys, with a 23-18 record at home. Really impressive for a young team. They didn't have the largest margin of victory because they won a lot of close games here at the Bradley Center.
That's good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here is Bayless. Over to the wing. From outside the arc. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Parker.
And one thing that made the Bucks so strong at home was their three-pointers. Near the top in three-point percentage here at home. And easy to get the crowd into it when you knock a couple down from deep.
And here's Mayo from beyond the arc. And that one's good. Parker.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Chris Middleton's checked in for O.J. Mayo. And then for the Clippers, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Pierce. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. And Ba'amute dishes to Green. And misses it off the right side of the rim. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Parker.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Bayless. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here is Ba'amute.
Punches it down with pop.
And rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Rivers kicks to Ba'amute. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Bucks trail by 4. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Rivers. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Here is Bayless. Here's the 3. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. The Clippers on top. They're up by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You have to like what we're seeing from Antetokounmpo.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Chris Middleton is out there with Jared Bayless. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Parker. And it's O'Brien in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. The Bucks trail.
And I think everyone knew the Bucks would be much improved last season. But to see the jump into the middle of the playoff picture, I think that took everybody by surprise.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Redick.
J.J. Redick.
And that's 10 points for Blake Griffin.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Bayless the pass to Middleton. Goes up on the high post. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
Vaughn's checked in for Milwaukee. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach. I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Redick for 3. No luck. And Milwaukee the other way now.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel. Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark,
Yes,
bring it
sir.
down hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight. Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. And the lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Clearly, he's not pleased with all the looks they've given up on the inside, and also to get them to tighten up that defense.
Yeah, and I think he's going to let them know about it. I mean, they're playing some soft interior defense, and you can't win that way. That's a recipe for disaster if you're not going to play with some physicality inside.
A different look for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Pierce comes in for Mbamute. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. And the Clippers miss again.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Middleton dishes to Parker. Paul with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Throws it up high. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul. Milwaukee leading by 4.
And guys, the Clippers last year, they were okay against the Eastern Conference, but not spectacular. You would have thought that with how well they were overall, they would have just really feasted on the East.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Here's Antetokounmpo. Parker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. So for the Clippers, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Pierce. Johnson comes in for Cole Aldrich. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clippers trail by 8. Johnson for 3. Greg Monroe with the rebound.
You can't get into much better position for the 3 than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
Johnson over to help. And the call goes against Wesley Johnson. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
At the line for your box.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. They need this.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Redick for 3. Shot is off.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done
well through 3 quarters of play. Down double digits. It may be difficult to Bucks lead by 10. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Clippers trail by 10. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Rivers out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Mbah a Moute, and it's the 3, the small forward.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
Here's Redick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. Vaughn, the pass to O'Brien. And he banks in the layup. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist. And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal. In this half.
Here's O'Brien. And stolen by Redick. Here is Mbamute. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
Griffin's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for Austin Rivers. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Here's Bayless. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they're able to recover. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Bayless. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Well, as you said, guys, I mean, the Bucks struggled early in their series against the Bulls, but they got the momentum and forced a game 6, but then were blown out at home to end the series. Ended up losing by 54. That's right, 54. Wow.
And the Clippers call time here.
And as you said, the Bucks lost on their home floor. One thing about that series is the Bucks introduced their new logo. They gave away free playoff tickets to anyone that turned in their old red gear. Not a bad deal in my book.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
He feeds it to Plumlee. Bayless dishes to Plumlee. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Jamal Crawford picks one up. The first free throw is good.
Bayless taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8.